Title: NBA Power Rankings 2025-26 season. Top 10 teams after Week 3 feat. Detroit Pistons and Denver Nuggets. The 2025-26 NBA season is officially heating up, and after 3 intense weeks of basketball, the power rankings are starting to take shape. From the reigning champion Denver Nuggets showing why they're still a powerhouse, to the shocking rise of the young and hungry Detroit Pistons, this early season stretch has been full of surprises, breakout performances, and jaw-dropping upsets. Today, we're breaking down the top 10 teams in the NBA after Week 3, diving into who's dominating, who's disappointing, and which teams might be ready to make a real run this season. Number 10, Miami Heat, record, 5-4. The Miami Heat continue to prove that culture and consistency can still win games. Despite some early injuries to key players, Miami's bench has stepped up in a major way. Tyler Herro looks rejuvenated, averaging close to 24 points per game, while Bam Adebayo remains the defensive anchor and emotional leader of this team. Head coach Erik Spoelstra continues to squeeze every ounce of effort from his roster, and the Heat's ability to stay competitive despite adversity earns them the number 10 spot this week. However, questions remain about their offensive ceiling. Without a true go-to scorer in crunch time, Miami will have to rely on team chemistry and tough defense to stay in the top 10 as the season progresses. Number 9, Sacramento Kings, record, 6-3. De'Aaron Fox is playing like a man on a mission. The Kings have picked up right where they left off last season, running the floor, spacing the court, and lighting up the scoreboard. Domantas Sabonis continues to be the engine of the offense, averaging a double-double while facilitating from the top of the key. The Kings' fast-paced style has overwhelmed slower teams, and their three-point shooting has been red-hot to start the year. However, defensive lapses remain an issue. If the Kings can tighten up their rotations and defend the rim more effectively, they might climb even higher in the coming weeks. Number 8, New York Knicks, record, 6-3. The Knicks have quietly become one of the East's most disciplined and cohesive teams. Jalen Brunson continues to prove he's an elite point guard, while Julius Randle has finally found consistency after a rough start. Adding Donte DiVincenzo has given New York another perimeter threat, and the Knicks' physical defense continues to frustrate opponents. Head coach Tom Thibodeau's philosophy of hard-nosed basketball and defensive discipline is paying off. Madison Square Garden is buzzing again, and if the Knicks can keep up their energy and avoid injuries, they could finally be looking at a top 4 finish in the East this season. Number 7, Phoenix Suns, record, 6-2. After a slow start, the Phoenix Suns are starting to click, and when Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal are all healthy, they're nearly unstoppable. KD has been an early MVP candidate, averaging nearly 30 points per game, while Booker's playmaking continues to shine. The biggest question mark is still health. The Suns' big three have barely had consistent time together, and their depth is thinner than most contenders. But when they're on the floor together, their offense is pure poetry in motion. If they stay healthy, don't be surprised if Phoenix jumps into the top 3 soon. Number 6, Milwaukee Bucks, record, 7-2. Giannis Antetokounmpo and Damian Lillard are starting to figure each other out, and that's terrifying for the rest of the league. After some early chemistry issues, the Bucks have reeled off several impressive wins, including a statement victory over the Celtics. Lillard has brought much-needed late-game shot-making, while Giannis continues to dominate both ends of the floor. Brook Lopez and Chris Middleton add veteran stability, and Adrian Griffin's system is starting to take shape. The Bucks still have some defensive adjustments to make without Drew Holiday, but make no mistake, this team is built to win now. Number 5, Golden State Warriors, record, 7-3. The Warriors are showing that dynasty DNA still runs deep. Steph Curry is once again putting up MVP-level numbers, and the team's ball movement and spacing remain elite. What's really stood out, though, is the emergence of Jonathan Kuminga and Brandon Podziemski as valuable rotation pieces. Draymond Green's return has re-energized the defense, and Klay Thompson looks more confident after a rocky start. The Warriors might not be the same explosive team from 5 years ago, but they're proving they can still compete with anyone when locked in. Number 4, Detroit Pistons, record, 8-2. Now here's the shocker, the Detroit Pistons are officially the surprise team of the season. After years of rebuilding, this young core is finally showing signs of life under new head coach Monty Williams. Cade Cunningham has been sensational, displaying poise, leadership, and clutch shot-making beyond his years. Jalen Duren is emerging as a dominant force in the paint, while rookie wing Orza Thompson is already one of the best young defenders in the league. Detroit's ball movement and defensive energy have turned heads league-wide. They're playing fearless basketball and taking down some serious competition early on. It might be too soon to call them contenders, but the Pistons have officially arrived, and they're demanding respect. Number 3, Boston Celtics, record, 7-2. The Celtics continue to look like a championship-caliber squad, anchored by Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown's two-way brilliance. The addition of Drew Holiday has transformed their defense into an elite unit once again, and Kristaps Porzingis is fitting in beautifully as a stretch 5 who can also protect the rim. Boston's balance between offense and defense is unmatched when they're firing on all cylinders. The only concern is depth, but when their top 5 are healthy, they're nearly impossible to beat. Number 2, Dallas Mavericks, record, 8-1. The Luka Doncic-Kyrie Irving duo is thriving like never before. After plenty of skepticism about their fit, the Mavs have silenced the critics with one of the most explosive offenses in the league. Luka is averaging nearly a triple-double, while Kyrie's late-game heroics have delivered multiple clutch wins. But it's not just offense. Dallas role players have stepped up in a major way. Derek Lively too has been a defensive revelation, and the bench is playing with confidence and chemistry. Head coach Jason Kidd has found the right balance, and the Mavericks suddenly look like legitimate title contenders. Number 1, Denver Nuggets, record, 9-1. And at the top, no surprises here. The defending champions are still the gold standard of the NBA. Nikola Jokic is playing at a level that doesn't even seem human, averaging 27 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists per game while barely breaking a sweat. Jamal Murray's chemistry with Jokic remains elite, and role players like Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. continue to shine in their roles. Even after losing key bench pieces in the offseason, Denver's system and culture remain intact. Head coach Michael Malone's squad plays with discipline, intelligence, and unselfishness, everything you'd expect from a championship team. As of week 3, they're still the team to beat.